Okay, little video here. You ever go out on a camping trip, or you want to take ice with you? Don't use ice because it's a big waste. What you do like what I did. Get you some water bottles, some cheap water bottles. You freeze them. Takes you about a day, 24 hours to freeze them solid with ice. Like this, froze solid. You can take that, stick it in the cooler and do like I did. Take you about 3 or 4 of a small cooler like this, get you about 4 of them. Go all the way around. This will stay froze for over 12 hours solid if you do this. And you just put your a few here, then that way there's no mess. I do it all the time. You put my little jug in here, of course have them refrigerated. And I put me some ice water in here in this container. That way it won't thaw out. It's going to get up to 70 degrees tonight. It's going to be about 65, 70 tonight while I'm at work. That way I don't have to worry about thawing out. I'm going to be sitting, I'm going to be in a hot area all day. Take this ice like this. Now you got to worry about that messy ice and all kind of crap getting in there and making a big mess. Just use your bottles, you freeze them. You put your 4 or 5 in there depending on the size. Right here I'm going to put 6 in there. It'll be colder than a refrigerator. And what I'll do at the end of the shift, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get me some ice and I'm going to get me a glass and put in here. And I'm going to get me some whole couple bags of ice and lay in here. Then at the end of the shift, which will be 12 hours later, I'm going to show you that that ice is going to still be frozen in here. It's going to feel like a freezer in here. And it's going to keep everything nice and cool in here using this. So why sit there and waste? Ice is so expensive now. Why buy a bag of ice and pour half that in there? Then it all melts out at the end of the day. Then you got to get some more ice. Just when you go home, just freeze these bottles here. They work just fine. You'll keep it ice cold in here. See? Then that's good. I got all, and I take the rest of them, just throw them in there, and I just swap them out every other day. I'll swap them out. It'll keep that ice frozen in there. It's already, man, it's like a refrigerator here already. Then if I want to take something to drink, I got some ice in these bags that I made up on my own using this machine right here. Saves a lot of money. I'll take this bag, kind of bust it up. I'll have me some ice, and I'll get me a glass. And I'll take this glass with me. Then I'll have me some ice water or some ice punch or Coke or whatever I decide to take with me. And just make it up while I'm on the job. And it'll be ice cold in there. That's what I'll do. After I made this ice up, I use this machine here. I throw them in there. Put them in Ziploc bags. It's going to freeze up. And what I did, took a knife, just cut it all up there. And I got plenty of ice here. And I'll take this ice and set it on the top of this cooler here. Just like so. Seal it up. I'll put me a glass in there, and that way I got me some ice beverages all night. When I'm on the job, I got me some candy. I can freeze this stuff and stick it in here and just throw it in there and let it stay cold. And then when I go on a break, I got me a glass of ice. I got me a glass. I put me a glass in there. And I got me some ice. I'm going to seal this back up. And I'm good to go for 12 hours. And I guarantee you, this ice will not melt the whole time I'm at work. So I'm good to go. I got all my stuff to go to work with. I got me a glass. I got me some candy. Got me some snacks. All this stuff melts. This ice keeps this stuff ice cold. And like I say, you can use water bottles. And I guarantee you, even though it feels, well, I busted it up, so actually it gets cold enough, this will stay kept all night. And it'll keep all that stuff cold. Same way with all these coolers. I got a cooler here. I empty this out right here. Take them water bottles froze, just lay them in there like that. Lay a couple sideways this way. What you do, you lay them this way. And you lay them all the way around this way. That's about 12 bottles. And you got this much space here from here all the way up. And it's just ice cold. And believe me, it'll stay cold all day. You don't have to use no ice. The stuff won't melt. You can just throw them bottles right back in the freezer when they thaw out in about a day or 2. Or whatever, how long. Believe me, they'll stay ice cold. Some of them things will stay frozen solid. Because other bottles will keep everything cold in there. So you just take them bottles and throw them right back in the freezer. You go back the next day. I keep 24 bottles in there. 12 when I rotate it out. Just throw 12 more in here and start over and do it again the next day. It works with everything. And believe me, you ain't got to waste all that money on all that ice. And another thing, you can go to Walmart and buy these ice machines. They're about $100 on up. I seen another one that's $200. It makes these little round pieces of ice. It's about $300. And believe me, you got plenty of ice. It'll make you a gallon of ice in a couple hours. Save a lot of money. You got plenty of ice right there. You ain't got to give all that money to the people in the store just because you want ice. Just make your own ice and get you some water bottles and throw in there. You good to go. You'll have plenty of ice, believe me. Because I know, because I've been doing this for years and I don't know why nobody else don't do it. But it's a cheap way to have ice, cold beverages and things. So just like that's what you do. You just make your own ice up and use them bottles and throw in there. Keep it nice and cool. So I'm good to go. I'm ready to go to work, see? Right there, see? I'm good to go. I'm ready to go to work. I can just grab what I want while I'm at work. Okay, I'm on the job site. I'm continuing on this video. I just do a little security job to make a little extra money on the side. It's been over about 4 hours since I left the house. I got me some ice cold juice here. It's even got ice in it. And I got me a full glass of ice. And I open this up. Look at that. All still froze. All these bottles here. Look at that. Still solid as a rock. It's been 4 hours. Look at that. There's still ice in there. So what it is, you put multiple bottles in there. One bottle keeps the other. So you got several multiple bottles. Plus I got ice. There's no water whatsoever. No leakage and nothing. And it's been over 4 hours. I'm already half through this shift. So it's time to get me a little something to eat. I got ice, water, and everything. So these, I got 5 of these bottles in there. Solid froze. Look at that. They're still frozen. It's been over 4 hours since I left the house. And that's what you do. You take some of these here plastic bottles you put in there. And you'll have ice water all night. And you'll also have cold. I mean, it's like a freezer in here. Look at that. See there? And if you didn't have no ice in here, or if you I can tell you right now, if you went and bought the store-bought ice and just had it melted and you just put it in there, it's going to be all melted and running all over the place. Look at this stuff here. That stuff's still froze. So, I went and got me some ice. That's why I brought me a bag of ice so I can got me a nice glass of cold wine punch here. I even got ice in this. And, I'll be about another 4 or 5 hours here and I'll finish the video up and I'll open the box again. I'll show you them things are still hard as a rock. Them old bottles there that I froze solid. Now, if you just put ice in there, you have a big old mess in there. There ain't no mess or nothing in there at all. So that's what I like. These things here, these things are hard too. Just like if I stuck them in the freezer. So at the end of the shift, I'll finish this video up. And that's it for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get me something to eat. That's it. Okay, I'm back from work. 12 hours and 30 minutes. You look at here. I still got ice. Still got ice, a whole full thing of ice. And every one of these, look at these here. Still froze. Still froze, look at that. It's been 12 hours. Every one, the only bottle that's thawed out is this. There's one bottle thawed out right here. A little bit. Look at all the ice still in there. There's 2 of them like that. A little bit of leakage here where the ice melted out of my bag there. It was no big deal. That candy bar still froze, see? It's been 12 hours, see? So if you want to freeze you some water, have you some, don't put ice in these things. Get you some bottles, waters, and freeze them up. You can make ice with these bottled waters. These bottles here freeze up. When you come back, just throw them back in the freezer, and that's it. And they work great. Like I say, it's still cold. This stuff is still ice cold. That candy bar is hard as a rock. So that's good. I had to use some water, ice cold water all night. Been about 72 degrees all night. This stuff hold up just perfect. So don't waste your money on a bunch of ice. Just get you some bottled water bottles, throw them in the freezer, put you about 5 or 6 in there. Be like a nice cold refrigerator. Actually colder than a refrigerator. It's got you a bigger cooler. Put you about 10 or 12 in the bottom of that thing. It worked great too. So that's it for now. I'm good to go. I'm going in the bed, going home. I'm gonna get into bed, go to sleep and get me some sleep. That's it for now. Talk to you later. Okay, I'm ready to go. Packed up, ready to go. There you go, see. Ice cold here. 4 bottles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. That'll keep that cold all night, like a refrigerator freezer.